everybody, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Have I got a super sweet project for you? Check out my little cute little spiral flower, little candy flower. Is that fun? Oh, I just absolutely loved how this project came out. I shared it with you earlier in the week and I couldn't wait to get a video to show you just how easy it is to create that little flower with the Spiral Bigs die. Oh, is that thing gonna make your life easy? Let's get going with our little candy flower. All right, so it's a very simple project to do and it uses just some minimal supplies. I've got 2 quarter sheet pieces of cardstock. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have Pear Pizzazz and Melon Mambo. Of course, use whatever colors make you happy. And then I also have one of our Lace Doilies. And I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is 1 inch by 5 inch. So let's go ahead and we're gonna start with our Melon Mambo and our spiral flower die. Guys, very simple. We're just gonna lay that on the die, run it through the Big Shot. So when it comes out of the die, it's going to look like this. Now, I thought just for my video today, I thought I'd come along and sponge the edges of the flower. This is totally optional. I just kind of thought, oh, you know what, for the video, let's make it look a little bit different. So on my original, I did not do this. All right, next we're gonna come in with that Pear Pizzazz, and I have to tell you, one of the key elements here that I've learned is to have your leaves ready when you're about to put your flower together. I'm gonna be using 2 different stamp sets today. I'm going to be using Flower Shop. I chose this flower right here, and any of them will work fine. And then I'm also gonna use Crazy About You. I love this giant medallion flower. We're gonna be using the sentiments in this one as well. So the first thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and start with that medallion, but you know I do need my Stamp-O-Mat because I'm using a photopolymer. So let's stamp the medallion here. And then I'm gonna come in with the Flower Shop. I'm going to stamp 3. I gotta tell you, I might only use 2. So either way is fine. We're now going to come in with the matching punch. So my pansy punch and my medallion punch. We can get all of these cut out and then we can start to put that flower together. All right, coming back in with, or coming in now with a 1/8 inch, I'll get it right, the 1/8 inch circle punch. We're going to punch holes in all of our flowers, just getting there in the center. While I'm at it, let's go ahead and bring in our spiral. And in this bottom flower, the very last one, if you'll poke a hole in that one as well. All right, here we go. I want to kind of break down the fibers of my flower a little bit here. So I'm going to start, I've got the little end there in my hand, in my fingers, and you can see I'm just going to start rolling this around the bone folder. If you don't have this, you could even twirl it just around your fingers. Basically, we want to kind of start giving it that spiral look. It's just gonna kind of help things go together. I will tell you, once you get to this part, it gets a little more difficult. When we get to this last one with the hole, don't worry about it. We don't need to mess with it. It's doing exactly what I need it to. So we kind of want it to go this way. There we go. All right, I'm gonna bring in my Dum-Dum sucker. Now I'm gonna tell you, this part gets a little tricky because the sucker wrapper does not quite wanna go through that hole. So we're gonna really force it in there. Don't worry, no one's ever gonna see it, so we don't have to worry too much. Now, once we get here, see these big petals? We're gonna just kind of bring those around the lollipop like that. Okay, good start. I'm going to kind of pinch it there at the bottom. This bottom one can just kind of come up. I think you can kind of see what I've got going there. Now, let's wrap this around. And as I'm doing this, and I get to the end, like right now, it looks awful, and that's okay. I'm not too worried about it right this second. So let's let that go. Do you see how I'm letting go? And it's wrapping really nicely? Perfect. That's a little closer to what we want. Now I can slide that back on. And like I said, that's just gonna kind of hold everything into place. Again, that wrapper's gonna have to really push into that, but it holds it nice and tight when you get that wrapper through that hole. Looking good. All right, so we've got that one done. Let's come in with another one. The next one shouldn't be quite as difficult to put on. And we can squish that one down. You notice they're kind of ski-wampus of each other. I could stop there. In fact, I think I will. And then I'll go ahead and put my great big one on there and see how that kind of really polishes up the bottom and kind of really fills it in. And so now that we have that done, now let's come in with the Lace Doily. Now there's a right side and the wrong side. Trust me, when you get these, you're going to be able to see what's the right side and the wrong side. I like to, from the right side, I'm just going to grab it here in the middle. And we're just going to kind of, in between our fingers, kind of give that a little pinch. You know, at first I wasn't sure what I'd think about that Lace Doily in there, but it's amazing just how pretty it dresses up the flower. So you can see I've just kind of pinched here at the end. I will tell you this is a little long, so we're going to cut that off. I'm now going to come in with a silicone mat and some fast fuse. And whatever end you want to be the bottom, I'm going to put the seam at the bottom. I'm going to get some fast fuse on the end of that, bringing my flower back in. I typically like to look around and see where I feel like there's a dead spot. I think it's going to be about right there. We're going to tuck that under, press it down. On the end, in Delightful Dijon, I stamped a butterfly. I've got a butterfly punch. That would be the bitty butterfly punch. We're going to punch the butterfly out. I thought this just looked really pretty. Now, if you were doing this on a bouquet of these flowers, you would probably only want one. Again, coming in with the mini glue dots. Let's just press that glue dot on the right side of the butterfly wing. And we're just going to attach it right there. Let's give her a little flight, just like that. Really pretty, huh? Okay, now on our tag, because we have this, we're gonna go ahead and cut this down to about 3.5 inches. And I've got here the brand new banner, triple banner punch. Love this punch. It's got 3 different sections here for 3 different size banners, but look at that. That one fits just perfect in there. There's a 1-inch slot. Look at that perfect banner. You gotta love a perfect banner. I don't have to fussy with it. Okay, so as I said, we're gonna use a sentiment then out of the Crazy About You. Bringing my little mat back in because I keep forgetting on these photopolymers, you just really need that. I'm going to stamp Amaze Me. I do always start with this one. I like to start with the biggest one. I've stamped it in Melon Mambo ink. I'm then going to take the word you in Pear Pizzazz and we'll just go right on top of it. Very simple. And taking my hole punch again right here on the end, right there. And now let's come back in with our flower and we can just add that tag. So there's my You Amaze Me. I've got my beautiful little doily. I've got that wonderful butterfly. Isn't that looking sweet? One last little thing, and that is some baker's twine. So I can just take, I've got probably about 10, 11 inches of baker's twine, and you can just simply take this and we'll tie it here in a bow. I'm not gonna do that for you. I'll show it to you all done, just like so. It just kind of adds just this little daintiness to it. Now, I didn't lie, did I? That is a super fast and super easy project. I love it. Couldn't you see making about 6 or 7 of these and putting it in one of those little mini flower pots? I really wish I had time to have made that for you, but the idea just came to me earlier going, oh, in a little flower pot, it would have been great to have a bunch of these. Wonderful little gift. And hey, you could make a lot of those out of just 1 sheet of cardstock. Really great project. Now listen, if you don't have the Spiral Bigs die, that is kind of a crucial one to this one, but you can find it at one place, simplysimplestamping.com. There's an online order button in the upper right-hand corner. You can click it and get the supplies that you need so you can get to creating this super sweet project. I can't grow anything, but hey, at least I know I can make my flowers. So guys, there you go. I hope you have a wonderful time creating these. Have a terrific day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.